Hey, Facebook, how are you all? I hope you're well. I am back here in Australia. I must apologize. I had every intention of going live while I was in the States, and it was extremely crazy and busy. I got so much out of it, and my cup is full. I'm super excited about 2020. And I want to talk to you about reprogramming your mind, because we had the incredible Joseph McLennan III come and train our company on reprogramming your mind. For those of you who don't know who he is, you should. You should. He is absolutely incredible. He has trained with Anthony Robbins and some of the top people in their respective professions. And so he spoke to us about reprogramming mind, and I want to share with you a couple of the tips that he gave us, because they're very powerful, and I'm all about sharing, because sharing is caring. I love to share the knowledge. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Elsa Morgan. I'm coming to you live from Noosaville in Queensland, Australia. I'm a wife, I'm a mum, and I also have a global home-based business that I obviously run from home because it's home-based. I do get to travel from time to time, and I love inspiring people and just helping people to step into their power and create the life that they want to create. So as you're hopping on, don't be a stranger. Say hello. Tell me where you're coming in from. Tell me what your day's like. I'm absolutely excited because it is raining in Australia right now. We need the rain. Bring on the rain. Bring on the rain. Anyway, guys, I've just come back from a super eventful Las Vegas trip. I was over there for our kickoff event for the year. It's actually called Epic. It happens every year, and this was my first year. I was recognized on stage as well, and I was super excited to have that opportunity with so many of my team members from our global team. I'm very, very lucky. But hands up, even fire emojis, if you feel like sometimes you think about something and you want something, but you don't quite know how to attract it into your life, right? Because this is a super important question. So I'm going to preface these two tips with this particular little bit of training. You need to understand that when you want something to come into your life, there are two things that you really, really need to understand. Is that you may want, you may think about something, you may want it into your life, but the minute that you have the slightest bit of negativity attached to it, you are instantly repelling it, right? So many people want things in their life. They think about, I want to earn this amount of money. I want to live in this house. I want to do this. I want to do that. But there's always this, people find themselves with this inner self-talk, someone in their brain going, you can't do that. You can't do that. Or I'm so hopeless, or I'm not good enough, or, I can't do what she does. And, all of this self-talk instantly repels that desire, that that energy that you're putting out there to attract it in will be instantly repelled by that negativity that you're putting out. So it's super important that you understand that no matter how much you want something, no matter how much you visualize something, no matter how much you put your focus into trying to attract something into your life, you will instantly repel it if you have any form of negativity attached to that. Right? So when you're actually visualizing and you're taking the time to actually think about the life that you want, or the person you want to become, or the object that you're trying to attract into your life, you have to be literally all in. You have to be like, Mr. Positivity or Miss Positivity 100%. You have to be all in and have 100% belief for it to happen. Right? But two techniques that Joseph actually taught us that I want to share with you, because this is super important. And look, I've started doing it, and it's just created a shift in my energy, and I'm super excited about it. Right? Is that, and you know what? Actually, I will share these other two things, because I'm all about sharing is caring. He shared with us two reasons why some people are wildly successful and others are not. right? And so the two reasons why is that the first reason is that people that are wildly successful are totally immersed. They're obsessed. They're obsessed with what they do. They're obsessed with their journey. They don't go, as we say in Australia, half-assed. Pardon the expression, but it's true. We don't go half-half. We go all in. We are all into our journey. We throw ourselves in all areas of our life. Like, we don't compromise in areas in our life. We give 100% energy into all areas of our life. Ask yourself that question. Are you a 10 in all areas of your life? Because if you're not, you need to be checking yourself. How are you showing up in your family life? How are you showing up in your professional life? How are you showing up with your health? How are you showing up in your finance and wealth sector? Right? You've got to check yourself, because if you're falling down in one area, you'll find that will flow through in other areas of your life. Right? It'll affect other areas of your life. So you need to make sure that you are all in all areas of your life. Like, be authentic and genuine, right? And if you know that you're falling short, hey, work on it. Work on it and be present all the time, right? And number 2 is that they're magnetic. So they don't attract, they magnetize their stuff into their life. And what that means is pretty much what I alluded to just before, is that, the law of attraction says that you are basically attracting simply by thinking something, and you attract it, which when you think about it is quite crazy. But when you magnetize, you are like this bundle of energy of positivity that basically you are magnetizing not only everything that you want, but you're also magnetizing your energy onto people. So both ways. Do you know what I mean? Like, you are so full of love and full of caring. So by you giving out your care and your love, you're going to magnetize that back. So it's like to and fro. You can't be a negative person and attract positivity into your life. Right? You can't be this bad person or have an ounce of doubt or any form of negativity and have this amount of abundance coming into your life. It doesn't happen. So they're magnetic, means that they give love and positivity out, so they get it back as well. So they're magnetic. And as you know, magnets attract likes, right? So they're the two things that separate ultra successful people. Joseph actually calls them megapreneurs, where you can put them like in the Sahara Desert and drop them there via helicopter with nothing but the clothes on their back, and they'll still create a 7-figure business, right? These are people that will just do the work no matter what. They'll make something out of nothing, right? And so the 2 techniques that he taught us to be able to then implement into our daily routine to help reprogram our mind, which I'm going to teach you right now. Number 1, as soon as you wake up, like literally wake up, open your eyes, right? Obviously give gratitude that you are alive, because let me tell you, it is an absolute privilege to be alive. Like, to be an actual human, the chances of you being created are so small. We take for granted at the percentages the small percentage of a human being created against all odds, right? So when you open your eyes, give gratitude that you are actually alive, right? But the thing that he taught us is, as soon as you get out of bed, you jump up and you go, I freaking rock, right? With energy, right? So you wake up and you jump out of your bed and you go, I freaking rock, right? And what you're doing is you're changing your state straight away. You're programming your mind with positive energy as well into your body. Because let me tell you, and this is going to be really, really impactful for some people that watch this on the replay, is that when you wake up and if you're low on energy and you're there and you're going, oh, I'm so tired, and you just, dragging your feet, what are the chances of you to be able to impact someone? What are the chances of you being able to be a positive influence on the world? Very small. But if you wake up and you go, I freaking rock, man, you will change your energy instantly. Your state of being will change straight away. And the chances of you absolutely smashing your day have drastically increased, right? So I want you to try that for at least 10 days and then come and message me and tell me how things work out for you, right? Number 2, and this is super important as well, right? Is that we have this, I don't know, we're just programmed to just do negative self-talk. We are our worst critics. We are our worst enemy. But what we fail to realize that we are our biggest audience. What we say to ourselves, like we hear every single day, it's true, right? So whatever you say, you are with yourself 100%. And so what people fail to realize is when you tell yourself something and you repeatedly tell yourself that, you start to believe that because you are telling yourself that all the time. It's like someone that is living with you telling you all the time that you are a failure and you're hopeless and you're no good and you never get there. You eventually start believing it. Well, if you're saying that to yourself, it's exactly the same thing, right? And so what I want you to start doing is when you start being your worst critic, right? When you start being your worst critic and you start putting yourself down, I want you to stop. And I want you to say, well, your name, whatever that is. So in my case, it's Elsa. And you say, I love you. Right? I want you to stop and this is a trigger. Right? This is a trigger. This is a mindset hack. I want you to stop and I want you to say your name. And so in my case, again, Elsa, I love you. And I want you to just pour love into you. Because if you don't pour love into you, then how will you accept love from anyone else? Right? And in order for us to give love, we need to be love. We need to love ourselves first to be able to openly love anyone else. And I know that for some people that's really difficult because hurt people. But I want you to know that in this day and age, it's super important that, we start educating people on this because there's so much negativity and hate in this world. That in order for us to become a loving world, we need to first learn how to love ourselves. We need to first be able to respect and accept who we are. Right? So guys, I hope this helps you. It certainly helped me. I've had such a breakthrough weekend. I'm going to be sharing so many nuggets with you over the coming week. There are so many things that I want to tell you guys and I want to share with you guys, the breakthroughs, the realizations. I've cried a lot. Because it's at events like this that you realize how small you've been playing and how much you've been stopping yourself. I mean, you may think that this is weird coming from me, but let me tell you, I have my stuff, right? I have my ish. We all do. And even when you achieve certain levels of success, it doesn't stop there. This is a constant journey of growth. This is a constant journey of self-development and self-realization of where you need to improve yourself. Hey, Denny, thanks for watching. And in order for us to be able to better serve the world and become better humans, we need to constantly be course correcting ourselves first. We are so conditioned in as a society to just poke holes at everyone else. Oh, look at this person and look at that person and she's too short and she's too tall and she's too fat and she's too skinny. And like J-Lo and Shakira got totally blasted for showing their bum on TV. Like, really, that really cares? We got bigger fish to fry. We got people that are dying from dysentery every single day. We got people that are starving right now in third world countries, people without homes. We've got Australians here, over like almost 2,000 people have lost their homes here in Australia. There are bigger things to worry about than people showing their bums on TV, right? And in order for us to become that loving society that we deserve and we know we could be, it starts within us first. So we need to start pouring into ourselves, right? And it all starts with reprogramming the mind. So again, recap. First thing in the morning, what you need to do, open your eyes, be grateful that you're alive, because the chances of you being alive are so small, right? Jump out of bed and go, I freaking rock. I mean, seriously, change your state as soon as you get out of bed, right? Me too, Daddy. That's what I said. I'm going goals. Hashtag bum goals. Like really, I'm thinking good on them. 40-plus-year-old women, and look how amazing they look. We should be freaking celebrating them, not putting them down. Number 2, right? Have you noticed that I lost my nails? Look, I'm seriously not happy Jan there. But anyway, that's another story. I might actually talk about that in my stories. Anyway, number 2, when you catch yourself self-criticizing and saying, hey, right? Hey, if you start saying to yourself, hey, you're hopeless, you're dumb, you're so stupid, you can never do this. Stop. And I want you to seriously stop and just take a deep breath. And I want you to say your name. So in my case, Elsa, I love you. And I want you to start saying that, flip the script in your head. You are not dumb and you are not hopeless, but you do love yourself, right? So if you start loving yourself first, you can love others readily, right? So guys, I hope this has given you some inspiration. If you're currently going through a situation in life where you feel like there's a block, or you feel like you're focusing so hard on something and it's not coming to you, I want you to watch this over and over again, because I'm actually going to be teaching a lot of mindset hacks over the coming weeks that have definitely worked for me, because I love the whole thing about reprogramming the mind, and mindset hacks are my jam, right? And so I think that it's really important that I share this with people about what's been working for me, because I have this big, hairy, audacious goal of impacting over 1,000 people this year. And I'm going to do it because I'm coming from a space of good, and I genuinely believe that I can change the world. I genuinely believe that I have a legacy, and my blueprint is writing itself out right now. My legacy is being written every single day, starting with lives. So guys, I hope this helps you. I look forward to sharing more mindset hacks with you later this week. And please, once you start trying these things and you start having breakthroughs and you catch yourself doing all the good stuff, please message me. I would love to hear from you. All right. So, and if you want to know some more mindset hacks, please follow me. All you need to do is just basically press my name, press the C first, and you'll catch all my lives as well. So anyway, have a great afternoon. If you're here in Australia, good morning. If you're on the other side of the world, I love you all. And I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.